Hi, okay, so I'm gonna show you guys a tutorial from one of the bundles that Seint has underneath their Recreate the Look section of the website. Now, if you are unfamiliar with what this is, Seint has a section on their website. It's underneath the New and Featured tab, and it's called Recreate the Look. And what they've done is they have put together different bundles to go along with the season or even an upcoming holiday like Christmas or Valentine's Day. Now, the really great thing about this is not only have they put together some bundles that are perfect for the season or upcoming holidays, but they have also included photos as well as a tutorial. So that way, if you're unsure of how to combine the colors or where to place the different shades, it will walk you through step by step everything that you need to know to recreate the look. And then with each of the looks, they list out all of the products that they use. They do it individually as well as in a bundle. So if you want to recreate the whole look, you can get the bundle and actually have a really good savings. Or if you already have some of the colors in your palette and you just need to add in a few missing items, you can also do it individually, which they have listed on the site. Now, the tutorial that I'm going to show you today is on this bundle right here. This is their Autumn Sunset bundle. And one of the things I thought was really cool is that with their tutorial, they actually show you how to use some of these products in a way that's kind of outside of the box. So they actually use one of their lip and cheek colors on the lid as part of the eyeshadow look, and they use some of the eyeshadows as part of your blush. And so I really love that it shows some of the versatility of this makeup. The other thing that I like is that they show you how to use the colors effectively together, because I think that's one of the questions that we get most often is how to make the colors go together. People have a hard time knowing which colors to place where and how to make it all come together for a really cohesive look. And so these tutorials are really helpful in that sense as well. So I'm going to walk you through one of the tutorials that they have on the website, and I would definitely recommend checking out that section to see some of the other ones that they have listed as well. So this is the Autumn Sunset palette. Now this includes Pop Lip and Cheek, Honey Illuminator, Glow Illuminator, Leo, Havana, Moscow, Graceland, and Blondie. Now, they actually start out this tutorial with the color Pop, and they use it on their lid as a base color. So I am just going to take my eyeshadow brush, and I am just going to place this color all over my lid. Now, this color is super pigmented, and so it's really important that you barely dip your brush into the product and then use a really light hand when you're applying it, because you want to use this as a base shade and you want to keep it as subtle as possible. And then with whatever I have remaining, I'm just going to pull it right here along my lower lash line. Now, this isn't part of the bundle, but I would highly recommend grabbing one of these. This is Seint's brush cleaning tile. I love it because it's in one of the tins, just like all of their other products, so it magnetizes into your compact. But I love using this to clean off my brushes in between shades, particularly when it comes to my eyeshadow, so that there isn't any transfer or crossover. So now I'm just using the shade Blondie, and I'm putting this on my lid, and I'm gonna focus it mainly on the center of my lid, but then I'm gonna kind of diffuse it out onto the sides into the inner and outer corners. And again, using a light hand is key because all of these colors are super pigmented, and I wanna make sure that by placing Blondie on my lid on top of Pop, that I still can see some of that pop showing through, so the colors kind of marry together instead of one canceling out the other. Now, the next color I'm going to use is called Graceland. Now, Graceland is a glitter, and glitters can be a little bit finicky, so it's really important that you apply them the right way. So one thing you can do is you can just get your brush a little bit wet. I actually personally like to use some sort of like an eyeshadow primer, and the one that I really like, it's this one right here. It's by the NYX brand, and it's their glitter primer. So I really like to use this when I am using some sort of a glitter eyeshadow, just because it really helps to make the eyeshadow stick and I don't get a lot of fallout. Now with this primer, you need hardly any. You can see I've barely got any on my finger, and I'm just going to very gently tap it right on top of my lid where I've placed that Blondie. And then I will wipe my finger off before I dip it into my glitter eyeshadow, because otherwise it's just gonna get all stuck on my finger. And yes, I do recommend using your finger to apply a glitter, because if you use a brush, the glitter is gonna get kind of dispersed into the bristles and you're gonna lose control of it. But if you have it on your finger, it's a lot more steady and you're gonna be able to place the color right where you want it, because you can maintain that control. So I have just tapped my finger into Graceland, which is actually one of my favorite glitter colors. And then I'm just going to gently tap it on top of my lid, right where I put that glitter glue and right on top of where we placed Blondie. So now I'm just going back in with my eyeshadow brush and I am placing the color Leo on the very inner corner of my eye and just kind of slightly pulling it into where I've got those other colors on my lid. And now I'm going to take my brush, I'm going to flip it around to the fluffier, bigger end, and I'm going to dip into the color Havana, and I am just going to kind of go up in my crease a little bit and just kind of lightly diffuse this color on the outer corner. And then now that I have all the colors placed, I'm going to keep using that fluffy end, and I am just going to go over the entire look and just do light circular motions and just do some really good blending. So that way it kind of softens all the edges and it helps to marry all of the colors together. Okay, so I have just finished off my eyes by adding some mascara and then just a little bit of eyeliner in my waterline. But this right here is the finished look with the eyeshadow portion of this tutorial. Super, super pretty. So I've already done my highlight and my contour, but now I'm gonna go into actually 2 different eyeshadows to add some color to my cheeks. We're gonna use a mix of these 2 colors right here. It's Havana and Moscow. So I just lightly tapped my brush into each of those colors, and now I'm just going to gently disperse these colors right above my contour line and just back towards my temple. Again, using a super light hand and just lightly brushing it on and back. And then once I've got that color on, I'm actually gonna go over with the same brush, but I've just dipped into the Glow Illuminator, and I'm gonna concentrate it mainly up where I'd put Illuminator, but I'm actually gonna pull it down onto my cheeks just a little bit to add in a little bit of that luminosity and a little bit of an extra pretty glow on my cheeks. And then to finish off the look, I'm going to tap my finger into the color Pop, and I'm just gonna very lightly press it onto my lips. Because again, this is a very bold color and I wanna keep it fairly muted. If you want to have a bright red, you can definitely achieve that with Pop, but I wanna keep this color really soft. So I just put a little bit on my finger and then I'm just gently tapping it across to diffuse that color. And now I'm just gonna go into the Honey Illuminator and put that right on top. And then this right here is the finished look. Super, super pretty and perfect for fall. So this is the Autumn Sunset Bundle, which I will link. This comes from Seint's Recreate the Look section of their website. They've got other ones as well. They've got pictures, they've got tutorials. They also have bundles, so that way you can save money on them. But you should definitely take a look at it because they've got some really, really pretty ones available. And these are only available through November 28th. They are gonna be switching up the content in that section. So that way, like I said, with different seasons and different holidays, they will have looks that kind of correspond with them. But these fall ones are really, really great, and I would definitely recommend checking them out while they're available. And then if you are interested in getting color matched to any of the other makeup that I use, I will go ahead, I will link a form. All you have to do is fill it out and send me a photo without any makeup on in natural lighting, and I can let you know exactly what colors to get started with for your 3D foundation. I will also link some information about the artist program in case you are interested in the business side of this, and if you decide that you would like to join, I would absolutely love to work with you.